It's time for Derrick Ellis Comedy and Coffee House.
Hello, welcome to Comedy, Books, and Coffee, television internet show. I'm your host, Derrick Ellis. Comedy, Books, and Coffee is a show where we discuss issues regarding black and white relations, marriage, social problems, economical problems in the USA as well as abroad. We try and make enlightenment on those issues and put a comical spin to them. Also, we will showcase comedians, authors, celebrity guests, and show some very, very funny comedy skit. My first guest is a guy I met back in Houston, Texas. If I'm not mistaken, like 1993, 94, we was at this comedy club called the Hip Hop Comedy Club. And I met this guy, very, very, very funny comedian and a writer, Mr. Vince D.
What's up, everybody? How you doing? What's up, Derrick?
What's up, man? What's up?
You said 1993?
Yeah,
You telling folks our age.
Oh, okay, man.
You could have put a little 2003.
Okay. You want me to lie? Okay.
Yeah, okay, lie to the people.
Yeah. Well, Vince, man, where you originally from?
I'm originally from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Okay, Shreveport.
Country. I know some you might hear it goes in and out.
Okay. So check this out, Vince. How long have you been performing stand-up comedy?
Now we're gonna go back to that lie again.
Oh man, you look like you're 25.
All right, I'll take, cause I've been lying to women.
Man, trust
so
me.
when they see this on TV,
Yeah.
all right. I've been doing comedy since early 90s.
Early 90s?
About 92. I think I did my first appearance on television at the Apollo, maybe like 92. 93.
Yeah, Vince, a lot of people don't know. Now you was the first comedian. I never forget this, and it was a Friday night show that was premiering, and everybody had been waiting for this show to premiere. It was a show where it premiered, showcased African American stand-up comedians. Because prior to this show here, really, they didn't really show. They didn't have a show that basically catered to all black comedians. Urban comedy showcase where black comedians can perform and do they stand up in the rawest form. This show was HBO Def Comedy Jam, and you was one of the first comics. I never forget that they showcased. You was the first guy to come out on the premiere show. How did that come about?
The hardest spot. Well, actually, I auditioned at the Comedy Store, which I had never, because it's rare that we was able to even perform at the Comedy Store.
Right.
So Russell Simmons and his crew invited us to audition at the Comedy Store. Went there, had to audition.
Comedy Store here in Los Angeles?
Yes, here in Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. So my manager called and said, hey, you got it? So we flew to New York. And nervous, New York. Never been on television, because it was the point we were just working only like one or two clubs here in Los Angeles, because that's how we really, the Comedy Act Theater from where Robin Harris used to host,
right? And
maybe a couple other little spots.
Mm-hmm.
So we auditioned, flew to New York, and I remember it so clearly. The night before the show, Russell Simmons and his crew, we always in the same hotel.
Right.
Came in and said, all right, here's the lineup. And I said, all right, you on this show, and Vince, you up first. I'm like, hold up.
Right.
I'm the first on the first show, so that was the really worst spot to have on Def Jam, that first, because New York, you thinking Apollo.
Right.
So I actually had to set the tone, so they really didn't know how to react.
Right.
From that first comedian. Once I was done, then they like loosen up. All right, this is gonna be nice.
Well, I saw you set, and actually it was a funny set.
It was tough though.
And that was my first time ever seeing Vince D.
Yeah, that was a tough spot, but I don't really like telling everybody I was first comedian, because everybody else is famous and rich.
Let me ask you a question, Vince. Wasn't Bernie Mac on that show?
Bernie Mac, I think it was Bernie Mac, Joe Torre
on your show,
and somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a funny show. That was one of the funniest shows.
Ever created.
Yeah, that was one of the
It made us actually instant stars. We were traveling every weekend, limousines, women, and people was calling women. It was like rock stars, and we did a good 5-6 years of nothing but road and really had a good time.
That was right where urban comedy had that explosion. Where, from the start of that, it had just kind of it exploded.
Yeah. But I actually, from that show, I was a really raw, dirty comedian. But from that show, once it aired, I came completely. For years, I was clean after that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, because after it aired, my grandmother and mother, everybody was sitting around the whole house, watching it, waiting on it air. When it came on, I'm talking about doing this and doing that, eating this, doing that, and everybody sitting there, And from that moment, I'm sitting there, everybody quiet. I'm like, uh-oh.
Right.
I think I'm gonna have to clean my show up.
I never forget. If you guys didn't see Def Jam, he did a bit where he was talking about we got hair in his throat from
you gonna
down.
And he's gonna actually bring it up again. I just tell.
And it was hilarious. You probably could Google that. Vince D. HBO Comedy Jam.
Imagine that with sitting there with my grandparents, mother, and everybody. I'm talking about. I said, "What are you doing in California?"
Right.
So.
Well, Vince, not only are you a funny comedian, and I know you're a friend. We work together a lot of clubs, but not you're a very funny comedian. But you're a good writer too. A lot of comedians. We were talking about that earlier. Actually, writers make so much money, man. Cause when you're a writer, you can write screenplays. You can write for television. You know what I mean? You can punch up stuff for comics, so you've written for some of urban comedian stars, such as who are some of the guys you've written for?
Well, I first started writing. Actually, because me and I know, of course, D.L. Hughley. We actually started together and worked, and so as he progressed and got famous, and most comedians that travels a lot of television appearances, have to have writers. A lot of people don't realize Chris Rock and all these comedians, they have maybe 5, 6. This is how many you could afford, really. Everybody think that comedians are so genius and they coming up with this material over and over again, but no, Chris Rock probably have 5, 6 writers. DL had like 3 or 4. So I actually started writing for DL. I wrote the 2 seasons he did Comic View. I actually wrote the material for Janton Brown, 2 seasons on his Comic View. I wrote for Chris Tucker, Steve Harvey on his radio show. But you have to do that a lot of times. Like you doing books, writing books, you have to find other avenues to generate revenue.
Right.
So I'm write for a lot of comedians. Whoever come around with a check. But I start taking the check first before I start writing. So I have learned to do that. And some comedians get the material and then forget you wrote it and don't call you. I'm not gonna call any names. Big Worm. No, I'm not gonna call. No, I'm not gonna. Okay, no.
Hey, but yeah, man, and also, man, one thing about I see a lot of comedians today. I've been doing stand-up about a little over 21 years, and one thing I can say about your act, you really have a good act. And like you say, and you don't use a lot of profanity in your act. And comedians today seem to me that they feel like they must use some profanity to make something funny. Do you believe that?
Yeah, I mean, today's comedian, I think they seen Def Jam, and then a lot of kids growing up seen Def Jam, I want to be like that. And really, when you don't really, everybody say, you funny, go on stage. you don't have any material. It's basically a lack of material.
Right.
And they using the cuss word, the MF, as far as the punchline.
Right.
And talk about this and talk about that. That's one reason why I kind of clean it up, because I've seen a lot of comedians doing that, and I want to separate myself. And it makes you work, it makes you think, and makes you, a better comedian when you can go anywhere. I perform in a lot of churches all the time.
Right.
I get booked in churches all over LA and travel a lot, just doing, because I can be clean.
Right.
So that's another way you can actually separate yourself and make more money.
Yeah, you do a lot of church. Matter of fact, Vince, I did a church gig about 6 months ago, and I had to do clean, which and it couldn't be no sexual, or even the subject had to be clean.
Yeah.
And I did it, man, and I got to meet the bishop at I got to meet the minister at the end of the show, and he was telling me how funny. He was like, "Man, you a funny motherfucker."
Hey, you know what? I do a lot of churches, and half of church folks is worse than them Negroes on the street. Let me tell you.
Church folks, don't get it twisted.
They don't, and they got more money than anybody, and they will disappear on you too.
Yeah, man. So,
and was he a minister or a bishop?
Well, he was a minister.
Because, when I was growing up, it was number one bishop. That was Bishop Tutu.
Oh.
And now everybody's a bishop now, so I don't know where they getting it online or,
Right.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Everybody a bishop now.
Yeah. My homeboy, he in penitentiary, and he's
a
bishop.
He's a bishop?
What's your name? He say Bishop 105
Oh,
689.
I think you can order that online or something. Just right in, they say you a bishop now.
Right.
Bishop Don Juan he's a pimp bishop, I got.
Yeah. Before he get with you, he pray on you.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, great, man. Yeah, very funny. So, check this out, man. And you have done a lot of. You did this thing called Squeaky Clean comedy that you did about some years ago.
Yeah, we created a show in Inglewood that we actually one night. It was a Friday night. Oh my God, we did it for 5 years strong. That you could come in the club as a club atmosphere, and everybody had to be clean.
Right.
And it was a great show. It grew. Everybody was coming through there and just honing their skills to be on television, because you couldn't. After Def Jam was the only place you could be clean at. Every television appearance you had to be clean anyway, so you needed to work on it anyway.
Right.
And then everybody was coming out that didn't want to sit there and listen to cursing all the time. It was a great show, a good run for us on that Squeaky Clean comedy.
Oh, right. Man, I enjoyed myself. You Comic View. You was a writer for Comic View. You wrote for DL. Now, Comic View, when it come out, that also launched a lot of comedian careers. I know we talking about Def Jam, this and that, but I was basically got a lot of my work from Comic View. Between the two shows, Comic View, HBO Def Comedy Jam, which show you felt like gave a comedian better justice in terms of launching him into other things?
I think
because for Cedric, seemed like I saw Cedric on Cedric the Entertainer on Def Comedy Jam, but I really remember Cedric is a very funny and talented comedian. He had a good set on Def Jam, but by him doing Comic View, he was like, man, he went to another level, man.
Yeah, I think, me personally, I think it was Def Jam, but it's all about, everybody can't be famous. And I really think whoever makes it at a certain point, you have to bring somebody else with you.
Right.
We not doing as much as, per se, white comedians. If you have a career, you up here, you at least have to bring 2 or 3 people along with you.
Right.
Because it's so hard in the industry, they don't really want you in there anyway unless they can really, So white comedians, they get a show, they're gonna bring 3 or 4 white friends of them and make sure they get a job somewhere.
Right.
But I think we still, at this point, we still kind of scared
And you know what, man? I'm glad you touched on that. You are so absolutely correct. That's what they did. The African American comics. If y'all should pay attention to what he just said, because like that show Seinfeld.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Seinfeld, he got all his friends in. He was getting them like $1 million.
Yeah, the creator of the show is one of his writers. What's his name? Larry, whatever his name is. One of his friends is a writer. So
right.
They always bring their friends in.
And now I'm not a big Seinfeld lover, but when I saw he got each one of those cats $1 million. I mean, it was something where he got them a deal, a very lucrative deal.
Yeah.
As African American comics, we have to do a lot of comedians. There's a comedian, Cat Williams. When he did a tour, he helped a lot of comedians.
Yeah, he brought on, and then they got their own little separate careers. Mm-hmm. Even when I was reason why I brought it up, because Steve actually helped bring on Cedric on his show. Mm-hmm. So and then lunch, and then it's Cedric's turn to bring on 3 or 4, hopefully, comedians, and when they get theirs, they got to bring on.
Right. Hey, we're gonna go to break, and we're gonna go to the break. We'll come back. It was very good, interesting talking with you. We're going to break.
All right. Thank you very much. Live on TV 1061.
It's time for Derrick Ellis Comedy and Coffee House.
We're back to Comedy, Books, and Coffee. I'm your host, Derrick Ellis. Now, before we went to break, we were really discussing some interesting things about the business of stand-up comedy and some of the guys that the big comedy explosion, Def Jam and BET launched these comedian careers. Now, I'm kind of changing the subject a little bit.
Okay.
Now, I know you are a great writer. So if you're a writer, you've written for a lot of different comedians. Mm-hmm. Most writers are very intellectual. I know you like reading books. What are you a reader?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what is one of your favorite books you've ever read?
I'm a big John Grisham fan.
Oh yeah, that's the guy that does like the kind of crime stuff.
Yeah, lawyer type of stuff. I'm a John Grisham.
Yeah.
But I read a book recently. Oh my God, I always get it. Behold the Pale White Horse. Did I say that correctly? Anybody?
Man, I don't know.
Behold the Pale White Horse. Behold the pale. Somebody's gonna correct it. Behold the Pale White Horse. Huh? Behold the Pale Horse. Yes. I read that, which was really, really good. It's about history of America, and I'm starting to get into that type of reading.
Okay. The historical fiction.
Yeah, about America and I don't know Illuminati and that type of stuff. And it might be a little touchy subject on this. TV 1061 and the government.
We know how to do it in a tasteful way.
Okay.
Well, that's cool.
I'm starting to get into a lot of that stuff about the real history of
America.
Yeah, of America. What's really going on?
What's really going on?
When you start affecting your pocket, you start. Let me read up on some stuff. What's really going on? Why is this gas really going up?
Since we got on that subject, now I was going to ask you another question, but. Hey, you brought it right up. I was going to ask you this later on. Speaking of the gas prices, what's up with that? How
gas?
Recession, the gas price. How is it affecting your pocket and your family?
It's affecting my pocket very much. Affecting. I don't go in it. When I go somewhere, I'm going to 10 other places. All that I'm planning my. I don't just go here and kick it. No, I've got to do the grocery store. I got to go to the doctor. Everything. When I come home, all in a route, I plan it, map it out. So, it's gas. But right now, actually it's going down a little bit now.
Yeah.
I monitor it heavily.
Yeah.
My gas station on my corner go down 2 cents every 2 days.
Okay.
So I'm going to pimp the game on like they've been pimping on me. I'm just getting $5 every day Cause next $5 is gonna be down another $2. So I'm pimping the game like that.
Right.
I'm using $5 every 2 days. When I come back, it's gonna go down another 2 cents. So I'm not gonna fill up this time.
Right.
See, I was filling up the whole tank when it was going up, trying to save money.
Right.
Cause it was going up. Now I'm less.
Right.
I'm $5 every time I go in every day. Cause the next time I go, it's gonna be 2 cents cheaper.
Right.
I'm pimping the game on that.
Man, the thing about me, gas so high, man. I got everybody chipping in gas money if I'm getting my ride.
You got the.
I was just a person who was riding around there. I said, you got to at least give me $10. She was like, but I'm your grandma.
That's right.
I ain't
No.
to eat all that pork and
Yeah.
get your cardiovascular.
She got Medicaid, don't she? So that's right.
Use
She
some
got
of
to
your
pay.
insurance. I'm taking you into account.
I go park right at the bus
I know you my
then.
grandma. Yeah.
Grandma, you can't pay gas. The bus right there.
Right.
I drop you off at the bus station. Everybody got everybody.
Right.
Is a Negro trying to ask for money at the gas station? He gonna be in trouble, ain't he? Let me get 50 cents. 50 cents? You look at that sign.
You look at the sign. Hey man, speaking of that, man, this is gonna trip you out. Now I was in Houston, Texas, not too long ago, right? I went to go see my grandson. Like to say, what's up, Jaden? He turned 1 year old.
You got First of all, you got a grandson.
Yeah. My daughter had a.
I don't see. I like young women. I don't tell that story.
Oh yeah, well,
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I knew we were gonna be jumping topics. I knew because this is gonna be. It ain't gonna go like I planned.
Are we moving from the grass of me liking young women?
It's not gonna be no sequence.
Okay.
But we still can do it because it's fun. Speaking of young women, you do a bit that you said you knew the girl was too young when she did what?
See, my wife was younger than me. I ain't gonna tell you her age now, but you can't argue with young people.
Right.
She was my wife, but I used to, hey, look at I'm tired of. She used to, well, forget you, forgot you, never thought about you. She used to give me a sheet of paper, and you can't. How can you argue with that when she do that? Then she walk away, her shoes turn into skates. They light up, and you see a Harry Potter backpack going. Okay, I ain't gonna tell you her age though.
Man, look, check this
too
out. You're so hilarious.
She cooked though. Young women cook though.
Yeah.
Spaghetti.
And you said your wife was cooking, and when y'all got married.
Well, when we got married, she tricked us. Before we got married, she was cooking hot water cornbread, greens, black eyed peas, the whole 9 yards. You smell it, but that's how they women trick you.
Yeah.
As soon as we got married, it was hot pockets. I had every hot pocket they made. The cheesy hot pocket, the chicken hot pockets, the pastrami hot pocket.
Right.
That microwave was her best friend. She like, beep, your food ready.
Hilarious. Yeah, man.
I had to get rid of her.
Man.
I'm single now. Ooh.
And,
I got me a George Foreman grill. I'm good.
You good, huh?
And one of them crock pot things.
Yeah, right.
The crock pot, all you have to do is put the whole chicken in there with some water.
Right.
It cook all day long. You good to go. I practically don't need a woman right now. Practically.
Man, check it out, man. You know, I had to catch it. I was trying to say I was catch my thought. But you know, being a comic, you know, we work late. I know for me, I have to have me a nice cup of coffee. What about you? Do you like coffee? You drink
Yeah, I drink coffee.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite?
Whoever make and own this place, who make the coffee? Yeah, I make this guy. The commercial. What's the name of his coffee? I had some earlier.
It was good.
Oh, it was good. That vanilla hazel nut.
Okay.
That was the bomb coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had. It's right here. I'm almost finished. Matter of fact, this is a nice cup here.
Yeah, that's a little coffee.
Derrick Ellis Coming in Coffee House. All right?
Yeah. So
I'm gonna come back again and give me some comedy and coffee.
yeah, have a couple laughs. You know?
Couple lines. You doing a lot of good things, man. You got a book. I see you got a book and cups.
Yeah. Oh man, you know what? When we were talking about books, we've been having this is like one of my most it's like this is like one of the best interviews. Well, I like this one now that interview with Wood Doctor, but so we're really having fun. I knew we would because we know each other, but yeah, this is a book. Speaking of books, I wrote a book. I have to say this for people out there. Download this book, please. I found out I get more money if you download it than do you buy it. Because if you buy it, I get at Amazon, I get $1.90.
Yeah, they got
so
those.
If you download it, I get $3. So
yeah, they got those little things. You don't like books no more.
Yeah. You can download it on your notebook, Kindle device.
Yeah, the Kindles.
Also on your iPhone, your BlackBerry, and your iPhone, iPad.
It's the world is going electronic. What happened?
Electronic.
I like to read. I like to turn the page.
Right.
Now they just clicking a button and zapping and.
Check it out, man. I had this dude I used to work for. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna send your check through the email, but I couldn't cash it."
Yeah. It's all electronic now.
I'm so dumb. I went for it. I'm like, man, like this is just an email. You know, you get a picture of the check.
I bought my.
To the bank, they were like, man, that's an email.
I bought my girl one of those things, those Kindles.
Yeah.
It was like $350.
Yeah.
But as soon as I bought it, a week later, Amazon came out one for $150.
Right.
So that's $200.
Yeah, man. Check it out. My homeboy, he bought his son one, that Kindle, and but his son he downloaded a book. He tried to read it, but his son stuttered.
Oh my God!
By the time he finally finished the first word, the battery.
The battery. Yeah, to plug it up.
Got him a book, man.
That's funny. Is that?
And you know what the word was?
What? That's funny. That's one of them jokes comedians always say, is that one of your jokes? I was steal that. Can I have that? At least I asked. A lot of comedians don't even ask. They just, you see it on the stage the next day, your own joke. That's a problem with comedy now, then.
Yeah, man, speaking of that, man, and then after this, we're going to go to, we got a very funny skit I'm going to show, but speaking of that, what you think about comedians that steal material? Because I know a lot of your stuff is original.
Yeah, and I see my stuff on stage all the time. Yeah. Some of the comedians these days, they just don't even write. They just come listen to you.
And you write for them.
And what's sad about it, they tell a joke better than you do, your own joke. Yeah. I'm like, man, what is going on? I be sitting up there like, what? Is that me? And then a lot of times when that happens too, everybody else notice your joke. Everybody look at you like this. Yeah. While that person on stage, and you like, But at this point now, I take it as a compliment now.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Well, you know your stuff is good.
Yeah, when somebody's stealing. Damon Wayans said, you know, at least you steal good jokes. You know, right. Everybody done stole jokes.
Right.
Robin Harris, Baby Kid wasn't his originally. A lot of people don't know that.
Really?
Man, it wasn't Robin Harris originally.
Somebody wrote it for him.
No, he somebody had that. He just changed it up a little bit.
Changed it up.
Richard Pryor. If you haven't stolen from Richard Pryor, you might not be a good comedian.
Yeah, some of the best stole from one of the greatest.
That's right. If you're gonna steal from the best.
Steal from the best. Okay, man. Look here, man. We're gonna, you know, on my way here, man, I had to catch a cab. You know, cause I figure I'm gonna put the same amount in gas, so I did me a cab. So speaking of cab, I want y'all to check this skit out called the Taxi Cab Admission. Check it out.
It's time for Derrick Ellis Comedy and Coffee House.
Check it out, man. We've been having such fun, and but let's really get into the serious business. I want to just talk just a little bit on politics. Politics. When I say that, I want to give me 2 words that describe President Barack Obama. 2 words.
2 words. Smooth and intelligent.
Smooth and intelligent. I do agree with that.
A lot of it's so many words you can describe. He's very patient.
Yeah.
And what's the word? Self-contained. Because a lot of stuff that happen, they do in front of him. He just like that, you know. The average brother like me, hold up. But he could really hold. He's been trained really well. He could hold back, because you know, you throw a shoe at Barack, I think he's gonna
Throw one back.
He gonna
that Bush. I did the Matrix.
Yeah. They wanted to.
That was right. Town. Don't worry about the Secret Service. I got that.
They wanted to see his birth certificate and all that.
And I don't know what my birth certificate is.
Anybody ask for Bush's birth certificate? I don't know what mine is. I looked at mine though. After I was like, maybe I should go look for mine. No, I did. Mine was like crumbled up and it had Negro. Like, I'm gonna burn this one. I need a new one, man. I had Negro. I'm from Louisiana, so you know.
Right.
I think it said Negroid or something like that. But Barack found it though.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, check it out, man. Do you think President Barack Obama can win a second term?
Absolutely, yeah. You know, black people, we gonna vote for him regardless. If a guy goes for $10, they still gonna vote for that.
Vote for it.
He'll be back.
But I think he has really done a whole lot in a short time.
Yeah, we love him to death, but
him.
I think just the next term we need to just forget about he's black.
Yeah.
He's the president.
Yeah.
I think we got a black president. The next term, the president, if he mess up, we still got to give it to him though.
Yeah.
We got, and not give it to him, give it up, but we still clown. We gotta, hey, brother, you slipping. You was black the first term. Now you the president the second term. You gotta make some happen. We got to get some $2 gas, and we gave you the 4 years because you was a black president. Right. We owe that now, brother.
Right.
You the president.
Well, man, you
the black president the first 4 years. You the white president. That side, cause you know he mixed, so next 4 years that's when he gotta make something happen. We can't give him no more passes. 4 year pass, that's it.
Yeah, right.
That's it. Brother, he would ride that brother out the whole way. Y'all know my brother, them white folks ain't let me. Nah, brother.
Well, check it out, man. It's been interesting talking to you. Very interesting interview with you. Tell us what you got coming up and where they can catch you at.
Well, most comedians, they have websites, and I am on Facebook though.
Okay. Comedian
Vince at Facebook, but most folks, they making a lot of money. I'm probably the only comedian to give you my actual cell phone number on TV. 310-963-1683. You could call me if you want to book me. I can do it anywhere, clean, anywhere.
Man.
If the right money, I even go back to Def Jam cursing. Times are hard right now, so if whatever I can get, 310-963-1683 or Comedian Vince on Facebook.
Okay. Well,
because I'm going to answer the phone if you call me.
Right.
And ladies, don't just call, okay, go ahead.
It's been a pleasure talking with you, man. And I really had a good time. And for you guys out there in internet land, TV world, I always have a good laugh, have a great laugh, always read a great book, and always wake up to a great cup of coffee. My name is Derrick Ellis. You guys have been a blast. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's time for Derrick Ellis Comedy and Coffee House.